What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video. I'm here to review MonkeyfingeR's Monkey Snot sprayable silicone response pads. This is supposed to be the best stuff on the market when it comes to sprayable silicone. I've tried a lot of different response pads. I personally prefer the organic ones because they last longer. I don't see the point in buying competition pads that only last for a couple days to weeks, depending on how much you throw, and then having to replace them right away. I think you get more value out of the organic ones. So let's see what I think of the MonkeyfingeR response. Throw a few tricks here. You can get kind of, so it's not grabbing when I throw it, which is great. The bind is tight as all get out. It's probably one of the best binds I've ever had when it comes to how quick it grabs. A lot of yo-yos, when you get them, you have to kind of feed a lot of slack into it. As you can see, I'm not feeding much at all, and it's coming right back. It's right there at the tip of the yo-yo, which is great because if you're throwing tricks and you like a tight bind at the end, you can usually get a pretty tight bind out of this, as it seems. It's not wearing down fast at all. I've noticed that some pads you get, when you throw them a few times, they wear down really fast. They start to slip and slide, and eventually you'll be doing, like, I can't even fake a slip with this because it's so tight of a bind. And it's not plain responsive, which is great. I was kind of worried about that because when you spray it in, I'm going to tell you guys, if you buy this, you got to be really take your time with putting it in. Afterwards, you're definitely going to have to wipe a little excess off regardless of how much time you take, but you got to make sure you don't have any bubbles. You got to make sure that you don't put too much in and it runs all over the place. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. That seems to be how MonkeyfingeR products go. I'm actually having trouble not having a tail on this when I bind it. If I give too much slack up here, it actually gets a huge tail in it. As you can see, the tail, that happens for some of the people that may be watching that play responsive. That happens when you pull it up, and when you bind it, it has too much slack in the bind and it gets stuck. So that definitely means that, again, a little bit goes a long way. So a little bit of string for the tail goes a long way when it comes to how smooth this stuff binds. I have pretty much nothing bad to say. The only thing that I would say is it's a little tedious getting it in there. You have to choose one of your yo-yos you want to use. If it's your favorite, you got to let it sit for a decent amount of time for this stuff to dry to make sure that it's not going to rip out when you try and bind with it. But from throwing it, it seems like it's worth every second. It's not making the string vibrate a ton. It's not rubbing. It's really smooth. And the coolest thing about this one is MonkeyfingeR was cool enough to send me an unreleased color. I don't know if you can see that. It's a very cool kind of orangish yellow, and it changes color in different light, which is awesome. I'm really glad. Thank you, MonkeyfingeR, for sending me this, allowing me to be one of the first people to talk about your new color. Really nothing bad to say. This is a great product. It's worth every penny, especially if you want to take your play to the next level. Everybody give MonkeyfingeR some support. It's a great little company. Just check it out.